maybe only two issues. It's now 11 p.m. and tomorrow morning we leave very early to Manila. So before the game I already mentioned that I was happy that we could change the game of Persib to the 15th. But I was unhappy that we had to play 2 games in 4 days before we leave. I think that was not in our benefit, because we had to rotate. We have players who just came back from injury, Mesidoro, who could play only 45 minutes. Some players with other injuries, they could not play from the last game, because of course the competition is priority, but also the AFC Challenge League. So again, you played 2 games in 4 days just before you leave tomorrow morning. So that's one. Secondly, second point is the game. I think first we analyzed, of course, Bhayangkara, and they did 4 transfers this winter, in the winter break, and that's how they play. They kick the ball to the offense, and they have now 4 players who can make the difference. And we warned our team in every way, and I think 40 minutes we did very good. I think 40 minutes at least we played very good. I think the opportunities were not there, but if you can be patient, the possibilities would come. I think Eggy had a good possibility. And then 5 minutes before halftime, they do what they want, and I think the ball from Ivar, he played in this. We lose the ball, and they go on the counter attack, and then you get to the 4 players who they transferred, and then okay, that's the way they killed the game. But for me, it was not the ball of Ivar, because I think we didn't give him options. I think that was the problem of the team. Because at that moment I think nobody was on the right as an option, so he had also no option. But it's more that we spoke a lot about what could happen in the game. That is the strength of Bhayangkara. That's the way they win the games. So they made some good transfers, and we have to focus on the first 40 minutes. We have to get ready for the AFC Challenge Cup. And we go there and to qualify for the semi-final.
Oke. Ada 2 masalah. Sekarang kita lihat sudah jam 11 dan besok sudah pagi. Kita akan pergi ke Manila. Dia senang kita bisa ganti pergantian Persija ke tanggal 15, tetapi dia nggak senang pertandingan ini nggak bisa ditunda karena setelah 2 hari kita harus main lagi. Akhirnya kita harus rotasi. Messi cuma bisa main 45 menit. Banyak pemain yang balik dari cedera, banyak juga pemain yang cedera setelah pertandingan terakhir. Kita tahu Liga itu prioritas, tetapi AFC juga prioritas. Poin kedua adalah pertandingan. Kita sudah analisa Bhayangkara FC. Mereka melakukan 4 transfer di musim dingin. Kita tahu cara main mereka main tendang ke depan, terus kasih ke 4 pemain baru itu. Dan kita tahu kita main bagus selama 40 menit. Tetapi main bagus tadi tidak ada peluang, tidak banyak peluang. Egy mungkin ada peluang, terus akhirnya mereka bisa bermain sesuai dengan apa yang mereka inginkan. Terus mereka cetak gol tadi dari bola Ivar yang hilang di tengah. Terus mereka mainkan ke depan bolanya. Terus juga bukan salah Ivar tadi terjadi gol karena dia tidak ada opsi di sisi. Kita harusnya bisa kasih dia opsi. Kita tahu kekuatan Bhayangkara FC seperti apa. Mereka melakukan transfer yang bagus. Jadi sekarang kita harus fokus pada 40 menit pertama yang kita main bagus dan coba menang di AFC supaya bisa lolos ke semifinal.
And I know that we always talk about 3 points, but for me, how we prepare this game, I can also evaluate with the group the things that they did good. And until the first goal, I think we had really no problem. There was no shot on the goal, no opportunity. We were dominant in the game. They really didn't know how to solve our formation, but so we have to focus on that part of the game, and so that's important. That not looking to the result, but more what we can take from this game to to the next game.
Oke, biasanya kita hanya bicara soal 3 poin, tetapi kita juga harus bisa lihat bagaimana kita mempersiapkan pertandingan. Kita bisa kasih tahu ke pemain apa yang bagus, apa yang nggak bagus. Sebelum kebobolan tadi nggak ada shoot on goal, kita dominasi pertandingan dan nggak ada solusi di situ juga. Dan kita fokus pada hal-hal baik dulu aja, dan itu yang penting. Dan nanti kita lihat bagaimana di pertandingan selanjutnya.
Terima kasih sudah menonton. Silakan subscribe, like, dan jangan lupa komen di bawah ya bola spotter.